Alright everybody, welcome back to part 2 of the HS-23 headset construction. I'm going to call it construction because this is not really a restoration because I'm building a new one. Things we learned from part 1. Double check your order of operations. Okay, this black sleeve had to go on the wire before I actually put the tip on and wired it in. So I did this off camera. Basically, all you do, put the black sleeve on. You saw in the other section of the video how this actually wired in. Then you pull the sleeve over it, and it will screw in to the tip right there. Boys and girls, don't get too excited about making something for somebody else, like a YouTube video. Don't get too excited about that, because then you'll just get excited about producing it and not actually getting the thing done. So, this is it. This should work as far as actually function. Everything looks good. There's no corrosion. The connection's all good. So I don't know. Maybe it'll work. All right. Next step is putting up these receivers. Before I actually started this, I looked up how these actually plugged in as far as where the wires went. So I'm not for sure what these are called. They're just in the end joints here. But all those do is just plug into the sockets here. There's a screw on each side that will hold these in place. I did learn that the wiring needs to go inside the holder here. I'm going to wire it first and then tighten up, then actually install the headset or the receivers in. So I think all I do should be just slip it in, and these two screws crimp down on those ends, and that will make your connection. Make sure the wires don't move, make sure they don't pull out. You don't need to crank on this. That's the other thing. Dealing with vintage, just vintage in general, you don't need to crank on it. Like, it ain't coming out. It'll be fine. You don't need to crank on it because that's how stuff breaks. I was afraid I was going to break the plug for a hot minute, but it's okay. Alright, so just enough to snug it. There's some corrosion on this. I'm not worried about it. Here's the thing. I'm not going to know if this receiver actually works or not. I have a switchboard that I think it will operate on, but I have to check. But otherwise, this headset was meant for like bombers, you know, like the B-17 or the B-24. It was meant for those. I don't have one of those laying around, so I don't actually know if it's going to work or not. So we're just kind of doing it for show most of the time. I think it'd be cool if these actually work. So again, 2 plugs, 2 holes. They just left to left, right to right. Trying to do this while you're in frame. Okay. That's not coming out. Flip it over. Get that out of the way. Oh, make sure that that's in there all the way. Alright, great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and install the receivers here into the actual holders. So, pull these all the way out. Somebody will probably say, claims, show all the differences in this thing. That's okay. Alright, so, hole there, post is there. Now, how do I basically do that? Do I just... Oh, sorry guys. Sorry. So therein lies the problem. I can get one hooked. How do I get the other one? Do I just pry out? Do I use the radius? There we go. Find the hole. Find the hole. There it is. Good. Alright. Hey, I did a thing. It's on there. Hooray! Alright. That's the hard side, I think. Alright, next side here. So I'm going to, right, yeah. Wires are out. I'm going to hook one side, flip it over, and then I'm going to pry the other side, pry the other side out. On top. I don't want to use tools. If I don't have to use tools, I'm not going to use tools. There we go. Great. Alright. 2 of them. They're on there. Hooray! It works. Alright. Now, these are just hard plastic. That's not going to be very fun on your head. So I do have the correct rubber earphones. I bought these, I think, from Bell Aviation. So the headband was from Fair Radio Sales, excuse me, and these are from Bell Aviation. These are part of another headset that I've actually got to get. I actually pulled these off of a Navy set that I have. These need the big chamois headphones. If you have one of those, the pads, you're not using them, let me know, because I need them. Alright, these are nice and rubbery, very soft. These, I think, are new old stock, so they've never been used. They may still be 70 years old. Actually, let's see here. These are the MO162A, made out of Japan. Yeah, so these are not World War II, but they are pretty much exact copies, exact duplicates, and that's good enough for me. No one's going to see that Japan marking except for me, so I'm okay with that. Will it hurt some people's feelings? Yeah, probably. But will you be able to tell? Probably not. Just work it around. Good. I need a better camera setup. There we go. Great. Hooray. Hey, it's on. It's all the way around. Hooray. Alright, next one. Just gonna start it. Alright, I'm actually gonna redo that. I want to start it from... Sorry. I don't have director here. Alright, start from the top. Just work it around. There's a slot in there that it fits perfectly in. Just kind of flick it in. Alright, hey. That looks... aha, there we go. There we go. I think we have a complete modern production, I think I'll call it, HS-23 headset with plug, headband, all that good stuff, earphones, ear cups. I think it works. I'll try it on and see if it works. One thing I thought about is this headband here. It's kind of a really light brown, kind of a weird thing. Looks like it's actual leather. I think I will darken this with Neat's foot oil. Okay. Normally I don't like using Neat's foot oil, but I think I'll just give it a light coat and let it soak in, and just kind of get that a little bit more dark russet used color, because this would be on somebody's head. It'd be a little grimy. So, all right, everybody. Well, that is it. One new production, restored, done, whatever, I don't know what you want to call it, HS-23 headset using parts that I've had or bought. And this way I don't have to worry about destroying an original. I can throw this around, I can use it. I don't have to worry about it cracking. But yeah. So things that I learned is to make a plan before you do something. Work out all the steps beforehand. I had done this for this. I knew that this black covering needed to go on this wiring before I attached it. But I got eager. I got excited. But luckily I wasn't doing anything permanent. You know, it was just 2 screws. Had to undo it. A little bit finicky and frustrating, but that's okay. So make the plan. Know what you're doing beforehand. And don't be afraid to screw up. Because happens all the time. So, is this perfect? No, you know, it's a reproduction headset. You know, the speakers aren't correct. This is not a correct, quote-unquote correct plug. It ain't perfect, but you know what? Neither am I, and that's okay. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you like it, let me know. If not, let me know. If you see something small I could be doing better, always happy to learn. Hopefully you learned something in this video. Thanks.